A Ministry of Justice appointee to investigate prisons has accepted his claim that he had a law degree from Yale was a mistake. Flawed Andrew Lesa is a JP recently appointed by the Governor-General as a visiting justice who will inspect prisons and can impose punishments on inmates who break prison rules. But a staff investigation reveals irregularities in public information about Lesa, and now he's resigned from all his roles. Paula Penfold has this exclusive report.
Flawed Andrew Lesa letting us get to know him.
I'm 35 years old, I'm Samoan. I grew up in South Auckland.
Seeking re-election to the Ministerial local board.
Yes, that's right. So the timing of this interview is very impeccable.
Not so funny when I ask about irregularities in his CV.
It's the nature of being in the public eye, though. People will come for you. People have their criticisms, and those are valid. But if you look at what I've achieved, if you look what I've delivered, I stand by my record.
Jordan King has been keeping across those achievements since Lesa first came to his attention in student politics.
To be honest, I didn't think too much of him at the time.
But it was this article describing Lesa as a diplomat that King says threw up some red flags, so he began collecting information.
And I am a researcher by kind of trade and collected various different bits and pieces.
Which is how he saw a post on Lesa's Facebook page announcing he'd been made a visiting justice, a role which gives him the power to inspect prisons and interview prisoners about their treatment, hold hearings and impose punishments when inmates break the rules.
My warrant allows me to go into any prison in the country and to inspect that prison.
It's got to the threshold where I think that the credibility of Mr. Lesa needs to be looked at again in light of that appointment, because I believe there are some assertions that he has made about his record that are not correct.
That record includes a long list of credentials referenced in various public descriptions. Just a few of these are that he's a policy consultant at the Asian Development Bank, a director for ACC, a senior advisor at Philanthropy New Zealand, and a diplomat who's worked extensively at the United Nations. Then there are the many references to his education, that he's studied policy at the University of Auckland, environmental management also at UOA. There's a reference to a Bachelor of Arts and Law degree there too. And this from a 2022 speech at a university in Texas.
So I did my JD at Yale University in New Haven, Connecticut.
Says he has a JD from Yale University. What is that?
So a Juris Doctor it's a law degree, essentially. And of course, Yale Law School is one of the world's most prestigious institutions.
What does Lesa say about that now?
That doesn't exist. So what I meant by that is that I have studied at Yale. I did, it was during COVID, it was an online course on governance. But I haven't got a JD in Yale.
He says what he said in the speech was clearly a mistake. So what about the online Yale course? He sends a link to a page on Yale's website for open courses, free and open access to a series of recorded lectures. On being a director at ACC,
Yes, I'm a current director of ACC.
He sends a letter confirming his appointment as a member of the Motorcycle Safety Advisory Council, an independent body which provides advice to the ACC Minister on motorcycle safety, and a senior advisor to Philanthropy New Zealand. Not so, says the organisation. He was part of a youth advisory group and was never a senior advisor.
You should be aspirational when you're selling yourself for jobs, ambitious, and that's exactly what I've done.
Has he been aspirational in the CV he submitted for the role of visiting justice?
I think it's about selling yourself when you need to. And I'm very frank that when you're in a job interview, when you're in the media, you don't exaggerate, but you sell yourself. And that's what I've done, and I stand by that. I haven't done anything wrong.
In a statement, Associate Minister of Justice Nicole McKee said she is aware of issues raised regarding suitability and has asked the Ministry of Justice for a review. The Ministry could not give a time frame on how long it would take to provide that advice. Meantime, the body responsible for justices of the peace said it is not appropriate to comment on disciplinary matters in relation to justices of the peace.
If it's found that these claims don't stack up, that a serious look needs to be taken at the way in which officials are providing advice to ministers.
More questions to come, not only for Whale Andrew Lesa.